Last time on Conmen's 'Cause We Love It.
This is my first day here. He didn't take me on the other 2 days because I don't know.
Now for the continuation.
What's your name, Miss?
Jazz?
And why did you decide to come to the New York Comic Con dressed as Peach?
Well, I've never been to New York Comic Con before, so I was like, kind of excited. And then my other friend went as Bowser yesterday, and so I was like, well, Peach, Bowser. Like, I kind of had to do it. And I don't know, I've always liked Peach. It was, like, noticeable for a character. It wasn't, like, obscure.
I know you're a lot of people, but what are all your names?
Mike.
Sharon?
Andrew.
Amanda. Alicia.
And do you really love Fairly Odd Parents that much to bring a whole cast of characters here?
Yeah, we wanted to do something original too because we knew everyone would be the Avengers or superheroes, so we picked something more retro.
What's your name, man?
My name's Katie.
And did you make your costume yourself?
More or less. I mean, most of the construction really went into the tail. This is store-bought, everything else, because I'm kind of going for a movie style, as in what if they put Squirrel Girl in an Avengers movie, hint, hint.
Who made the costumes, or did you get them made by someone else?
We made our costumes.
Yeah, we started back in, I'll say, July. We started making these from scratch.
We didn't finish until last night, so...
Last night, try this morning.
This morning, this is true.
The tail, I constructed it out of faux fur, which is probably the most expensive part of my costume, but as you can see, it's definitely worth it. The cheaper stuff just wouldn't look right. I have a very thick sculpture armature wire, which I sort of bent around into kind of a question mark shape and put it inside along with some batting to give it some body. And then I've bent it down and kind of tucked the end back here, and it's seeming that I need a little bit more duct tape and safety pins to get it to work.
What's your name?
My name's JP Perez.
Travin Tong.
Joe Murphy.
And why did you guys decide to come today in the characters from Soul Eater?
Oh, well, we're from Soul Eater. He's from a different one. And I chose to do this because I feel like I like this costume over like everything else. That's why I chose Stein.
Well, basically chose Spirit because, well, he's his death scythe, and his Spirit is very underrated. So, just show everybody out, and just. Yeah.
And those two are for Solar Bomb from Shugo Chara, and I chose Ikuto because he's a very funny character, and he's like one of the perverted characters. Is always funny, and he's really good with action, and he's really cool looking.
What are your names?
Jabri Ransom.
I'm Courtney.
And why did you decide to come as Taskmaster and Tank Girl?
Because Taskmaster is one of my favorite Marvel villains and anti-heroes.
Because Tank Girl kicks some serious ass.
Did you make your costumes yourselves, or did you get someone else to make?
This is the first costume I made completely.
I bought pieces and I sewed and I dyed and I made this completely out of paper mache.
Were they complicated to make?
At first, yes. This is actually my third time attempting it, and I did it last year, June, and I've been rocking this ever since.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Raphael.
And how long did it take to make your costume?
This has actually been a progression over like a couple of years. Like, I first started with the boots, bought some Superman boots, and I had to take off the bottom of the sole completely and redo the whole sole. Like, if you look at it, that's not the original bottom. The cufflinks didn't take that long. Basically, bought material, cut it up, and then actually just, sewing on the cuff. I didn't do the cuff myself in terms of the sewing. I brought it to a shoe repairman that did it. The pants and the top itself, I started off with a base that a friend of mine made in Canada that he sent me, and I had to put it all together. There were small symbol areas that I had to sew things onto, so I had a seamstress do that. My gauntlets are actually fencing gauntlets, and the mask itself has been through like 3 alterations altogether.
What are your names?
Rai.
Yomi. Leanne.
And can you please tell our audience, who are you dressed as?
I'm Senbon Sakura Miku.
I'm Senbon Sakura Len.
I'm Senbon Sakura Luca.
And did you make the costumes yourself, or did you get them professionally made?
This costume specifically, I bought, but I am trying to work on making my own costumes.
Yeah, same here.
I made mine. So special.
Why did you decide to come dressed as this character?
She's my favorite, and I already got the blonde hair going on, so I was like, I love her.
Well, what's your name?
Diana.
And why did you choose to come to the New York Comic Con?
Well, I was just walking past this place and I saw that there was a large crowd. I thought there might have been something wrong, so I came in to see if they needed any help, and it just turns out that there was a convention here, so I fit right in.
What are your names?
Evan.
Laura. Taylor.
And why did you decide to come as these Marvel characters?
I've always been a fan since I was a little kid. It was one of my favorite X-Men. So.
I actually did it for him. Like, not a huge fan of Rogue. I mean, she's cool and stuff, but it was a surprise.
I prefer Black Cat to Catwoman, so yeah.
What's your name, miss?
Luna.
And why did you come to the New York Comic Con dressed as the Galactus' daughter?
Well, I actually really like the character, and I thought it was interesting that he even had a daughter, because she was kind of born asexually, which is kind of weird. And then I read it, and she was just so funny and so lively. I was like, I have to make this.
What brings you to the New York Comic Con?
Hey! You report a bunch of parasites and leeches. Get that microphone out my face, fool! My name is Mr. T, first name Mr. Middle name period, last name T. I don't like no jibber jabber, no paper champions or no setups. I don't be talking no chumps.